You tell yourself to stay calm, but within seconds you snap, and straight afterwards you hate yourself for it. All of the guilt and regret comes flooding through your body. Well, if you've got ADHD, welcome to emotional dysregulation, the silent ADHD killer that ruins all good things in your life. You see, you don't plan to lose control, it just happens. One small comment, one delay, one sound, one anything, and suddenly you are reacting. Then the guilt kicks in, you replay it over and over again in your head, you start hating yourself for it, the negative self-talk comes rushing through your body, and you promise yourself that next time will be different, but it isn't, because you're trying to use logic on an emotional brain. And today, I'm going to walk you through the real reason you lose control, and how to finally change it in a way that works with your ADHD brain and not against it. So when you've lost your head and you feel overwhelmed and angry and you're extremely triggered, here's what's really happening. For ADHD minds, emotions move faster than logic. So by the time you've processed what's actually happened, your body's already reacted. But here's the key. What I'm going to show you next is the real way to slow that process down. Because if you only try to calm yourself after you've exploded and lost your head, well, you're always going to be playing catch up. The next thing I'm about to share is what makes emotional control possible before it's too late. Take Will Smith at the Oscars, for instance, when he slapped Chris Rock. He said later, "I just lost my head. I just lost it," he said. Well, that wasn't about that one moment. It was years of pressure exploding in seconds, and we all know that. That's what happens when your emotions build faster than your awareness. Different situations, but the same wiring. And this next step that I'm about to show you is what stops that explosion from ever needing to happen in the first place. So here's what I need you to do. It's called the 1-minute reset. When you feel that rush, tight chest, clenched jaw, heat in your body, just say out loud, "I need 60 seconds. Step away. Breathe in for 4 counts and out for 6 counts. And then just ask yourself, what am I trying to protect right now? You see, that single question pulls your logical brain back online. And after a week of this, you'll still feel emotions, but you'll be able to recover before they hijack you and you end up doing something that you know you're going to regret. Now that's powerful, but it's not enough, because even if you find a way to calm your emotions in the moment, they'll keep coming back if you don't fix why they repeat themselves. So this next piece is absolutely crucial, because it's the missing link that stops the same emotions from cycling over and over again. Imagine you're in a meeting and your boss raises his voice slightly. Not even angry, he's just being firm. All of a sudden, your stomach drops. You see, in that moment, you're not reacting to him. You're reacting to a teacher who maybe humiliated you about 20 years ago. And that's emotional memory. Your body's stuck in a timeline that your mind's already left. When that happens, say to yourself, this feeling's from back then, not now. Look around and ground yourself. I want you to name 5 things that you can see, 3 things that you can hear, and just 1 thing that you can touch. You see, when you do this, you're teaching your body to come back to the moment. And that's how you end emotional time travel. But even if you ground yourself, there's one more crucial part that we're missing. Because if you don't let that emotion leave your body for good, it's just going to sit there waiting for the next trigger. So this crucial technique that I'm about to show you is what frees you from it completely. But for this technique to make sense, I need to share a little secret about me. You see, I used to think staying silent was actually a form of control. But really, I was bottling everything up inside of me. I was never calm. I was just compressed. And that pressure always found a way to burst out later. And if you've ever stayed quiet just to keep the peace, well, you know that silence eventually turns into an explosion, just like what happened to Will Smith. So here's how to get that release inside of you in 3 simple steps. The first step is just to move. Walk, shake, dance, jump in a cold shower, anything to simply move energy out. The second thing you got to do is just name it. Say, "I'm angry because I felt dismissed," not "I'm fine." Admit that you're angry and talk about it, name it out loud. And the third part is just to ask, what is this emotion trying to teach me right now? You see, when you do that, you're translating emotion into data, which ADHD brains love. And once emotion becomes data, it loses control over you instantly. And that's what regulation really looks like for ADHD. Movement, awareness, and then finally, meaning. But even when you master this, there's still one hidden obstacle. It's the part of you that keeps creating mental chaos the second things in your life start to feel calm. And that's the self-sabotage cycle, which I explain in this video right here. Because until you learn how to overcome the self-sabotage cycle, peace will always feel temporary in your life. So go watch this video right now and I'll see you there.